think you are, you can still be plagued with cellulite. In fact, about 90% of Canadian women are plagued by cellulite. Hello, I'm one of them. Here to show us how we can reduce it is health and fitness expert. Please welcome BJ Fox. Nice to see you, sir. Nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you too.
So let's talk about cellulite. Exactly,
Yes.
What is it?
So cellulite, first of all, cellulite fat is no different than the fat anywhere else on your body.
Okay.
The issue is with the connective tissue webbing that holds the fat in. So there's just some weaknesses that allow some of the fat to push through, creating the dimpled effect.
Okay, why don't men have that?
Now, men don't have it because with men, the connective tissue is in a crisscross pattern, so it helps to keep the fat back.
Okay.
And with women, it's more vertically aligned connective tissue, so fat can push through easier, kind of like loose prison bars.
See, I should have ordered the crisscross.
Yeah.
Loose prison bars. Okay, that's funny. It's a whole new show.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about how we can get rid of it. Now, can you really get rid of it?
So you can't get rid of cellulite completely.
No.
There hasn't been a way shown yet.
Right.
But you can make dramatic improvements with it, specifically with exercise. For one, if you burn fat, then there's less fat pushing through.
Right.
And two, if you tone the underlying muscles, it'll actually push the fat flat, which will help to smoothen its appearance.
Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of things today, a couple of exercises, and I think we've got a couple of people that are coming in. Who is this? Let's bring them in, 2 volunteers. It's Sabrina and Brianne. How are you? Which one too? You are?
Brianne. Hi.
How do you say your name again?
Brianne.
Hi.
Sabrina.
Hi. You guys look pretty fit. All right, so let's talk about that. I'm gonna kind of watch over here, and you tell me how to do a couple of these things.
Okay, so the first exercise we're gonna do is the hip raise and leg curl combo.
Okay, all right.
So you're gonna be lying face up with the back of your heels on the Swiss ball. This is gonna work the muscles on the back of the thighs for that cellulite area.
And just in case you're tuning in, this is to get rid of cellulite. Come on, we're trying to do it. All right, go.
All right, so there's 2 parts of this movement.
Yeah.
The first part, you lift your hips up,
Yeah.
and the second part, you roll the ball in. Roll it out, lower the hips down. Now, most hamstring exercises only train one function of the hamstrings. This does both. Lifting the hips and curling in are 2 separate functions for the hamstrings, so it's more of a double bang for your buck hamstring exercise for blasting cellulite.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now, to make it a little bit more difficult, would you just stay up a little bit longer and go back and forth?
You could do that.
Yeah.
Or you could also use a larger exercise ball. The bigger the ball you use, the more intense that exercise is going to be.
Okay, all right. So instead of putting your bum down at in between the intervals, you just keep it up if you get to that graduation point.
You can do that too,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, how many do we do?
You do about 15 reps, about 3 sets.
3 sets of that, okay,
perfect.
every day. Every day. No.
You know what? Sometimes less is more.
Okay.
About 3 times a week, you want to give your muscles a chance to heal.
Okay,
to
so
strengthen
you're
and tone in
isolating
between.
that part, and that makes it work. Okay,
Yep.
girls, you're good. Okay, what's the next one?
So the next exercise we're going to do is the Swiss ball knees.
Okay.
You're going to begin with the front of your
this one.
shins on the ball, hands on the ground.
This one's not easy.
And what you're going to do is you're going to pull the ball underneath you
Yeah.
and then extend it back, just like so. So this is going to work the muscles on the front of the thighs to help smooth the cellulite. It also works the lower abdomen. And if you want to even blast the abs even more, you just lift your hips up when you roll the ball in, just like so.
Come on,
For
girls,
those who are
take it
really
to it.
motivated.
Let's go. Bring those hips up. Bring those hips up. It doesn't feel, you can rest now. It's hard. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard. Where are you feeling it? Where are you feeling it? Where are you feeling it on your body?
Yeah, my core and my back.
Yeah,
my
core.
bum.
Yeah, see? And where are you feeling it?
Same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And again, 15 reps?
About 15 reps, 3 sets.
3 sets, 3 times a week, 4 times a week?
3 times a week.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Another one.
Now we're going to go on to the fire hydrant kickback. For this exercise, you're going to be on all fours. You're going to lower down onto one
You're
forearm.
gonna pull your shirt down because you're on national television.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I do.
I don't want my cellulite showing on national TV.
Yeah, like you've got, this man has no cellulite, I can guarantee.
So what you're going to do here is
All right.
the first movement is the fire hydrant movement. You bring your knee out to the side, and then you do the kickback.
Yeah.
Now, unlike most butt exercises that just work one aspect of the butt, this works the smaller butt muscles when you lift your knee out, and then it works the larger butt muscle when you kick your leg back.
Wow.
So it's more of a big bang butt exercise for fighting cellulite.
You kind of want to, almost want to bring your back down. You got to keep that up.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that, are you, I guess you're trying to engage those core muscles, right? To make it work.
So you're bracing your abs like as if someone's
really
about to punch you in the stomach.
Yeah.
And then you really want to squeeze the butt muscles at the top of the movement.
Yeah.
And for a movement like that, if you want to make it more challenging, you can wear ankle weights as well.
Wow, that would be great.
To take it up a notch.
Okay, girls, you are so done. Okay, don't forget you have to do the other side. That's a start. Okay, one more to go.
Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is the heel spur hand plank. So you're going to hold yourself up in a top push-up position like so.
Yeah.
And keeping your body perfectly still, you're just going to bring one heel to the butt at a time. So this is going to work the core. It's also going to flush out the legs because we don't want fluid to pool in the legs because that can contribute to the cellulite look. as well. So you do about 15 each, and once again, 3 sets.
So what you're doing, you're building the front and the back of the leg, right?
Yeah, I mean, with these exercises, we're really targeting, you can't spot reduce with exercise, but you can spot stiffen.
Yeah.
We're trying to stiffen the muscles that are underneath the cellulite sensitive areas because that will help to push the fat flat.
Okay, girls, you're done. Sabrina and Brianne, let's give them a big round of applause there. Okay, thank you so much. Let's talk about some other workout tips that we keep in mind.
Yes.
I like what you just said, though. I like what you just said. Say that one more time about stiffening the muscles, right?
So you can't spot reduce the fat, but you can spot stiffen.
Yeah.
By exercising those areas in which you have the cellulite, you increase the tone of the underlying muscles and it helps to push the fat flat. It retreats back from the connective tissue matrix, so it's not pushing through
and
as
if
much.
you remember that, if that's what you remember, then you'll see the results. If we are really good about this, if we log this, when are we going to see a difference, do you think?
You can start to notice results in a few weeks.
Yeah, because legs react immediately, don't they?
Yeah.
They're pretty great about that.
So,
yeah, okay. Other tips that you have for us today?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a number of tips that'll help you along. And one is that you want to avoid repetitive pounding when you exercise. You want to avoid high impact exercise like running and jumping for cellulite. And the reason is that all that pounding can break down the connective tissue, so more fat can push through.
All right.
So when it comes to exercise, avoid high impact because it can make your cellulite worse, and that's a fact.
Give me another one.
Okay, and next, you also want to limit free radicals. Free radicals are like cellular debris in your body. It bumps into things to break it down.
Yeah.
Smoking increases free radicals, and so does long duration exercise.
Oh.
So if you want to keep cellulite off your thighs,
Yes.
don't exceed 60 minutes every time you exercise.
Really? Okay. Are they really going back to a half an hour really good impact, not high impact as you just said, but really concentrated half-hour intervals is better than doing an hour? Is that where we're going?
It can be because, especially with cellulite, I'd want to keep it between 30 and 45 minutes because then we start to elevate some of the stress hormones. There starts to be more cellular debris. We want to have more of a concern for the connective tissue if you want to deal with cellulite.
Stay hydrated. I know you're going to say that.
Yes, stay hydrated, absolutely, because toxicity will also worsen cellulite. And water is the main nutrient your body uses to detoxify. Now, if you're thirsty, it means you're already dehydrated and you've already given cellulite an edge.
Okay, 30 seconds to say what foods we have to avoid. Tell me.
Okay, so you want to avoid high sodium foods like deli meats, and you want to avoid soups because they will make your cellulite look worse in the short term. And some of the best foods to have for cellulite, red pepper because it has vitamin A, which will create stiff, firm skin so it won't be misshapen by underlying fat. And kiwi fruit has the highest vitamin C content of any fruits. Vitamin C is used to make strong connective tissue in your body.
Let's hear for BJ Fox, everybody. That's what we're going to do tomorrow on the show. Thank you, sir. We're having an amazing backyard makeover and the latest spring coats and sweaters. Have a good day, everyone. We're going to look for everybody's core right now. Come on over here. Come on over here. We're going to find your core. Do you know where your core is? When you're pulling it in? You pull your foot.
Guests of the Marilyn Dennis Show stay at the Intercontinental Toronto Centre Hotel in downtown Toronto.